Well, today I'll be talking about the banking crisis in Nigeria. Although some weeks ago I did make a statement regarding the economy of Nigeria, that to revitalize the economy of Nigeria, we need to do two things. Those things are number one is close down the Central Bank of Nigeria, number two is restructure the Central Bank of Nigeria. I know number one is not possible due to the political class, but number two is very possible depending on the will of the people to effect such change. Now, back to the banking crisis in Nigeria. Nigerian banks are in real big trouble because of people are defaulting with their loans and bad financial decisions that were being made by major banks. Who have been politicized, and also the bad or the failed economic policies of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I'll first of all talk about the banking crisis because I know that the Nigerian banks are in real big trouble. Trust me, you might not believe it, you might take it or not take it. Well, I'm just a random guy. I don't believe that, but I expect you to do your own due diligence. But I'm just speaking from the point of being an Igbo trader. You know, as an Igbo man, you know, we will look at things, we can tell the Nigerian banks are in real big trouble. Believe me or not, they are in real big trouble. Not just spanning from what is happening with the Access Bank or stuff like that, but Nigerian banks are in real big trouble. One, because the people are defaulting with their loans. Everybody's on sit at home for almost a month now, and there's no much income. Salaries of those employees have to be paid, but looking at the economy, although Nigeria is a crude oil based economy, but that's just one thing. But the second thing is this: people are at home, nobody's working, nobody's earning any income, nobody's paying taxes, nobody's paying for any services. The banks are not getting their charges, and now, so what will the bank do? Because the banks have already they've carried out failed financial policies. They've carried out politicized financial policies, which is being lopsided on one political party or the other, depending on which power is in which political party is in power. So, but I'll tell you one thing. I just want to make it short and simple. The Nigerian banks are really in big trouble. I mean, the capital market of Nigerian capital market is already in big trouble. There's been a bubble there. They might blame everything on coronavirus, but they were already in trouble before the coronavirus. You might take it or leave it, but I'm just telling you what you should know, and I'll give you an advice, okay? Now, the central bank has looked at their failed policies. So what are they trying to do now? Because now the central bank is trying to move to a digital economy, which we don't have the infrastructure for that digital economy. And most banks are now finding it hard to make that hard decision of laying off workers, because once they move into the digital economy, whereby they will have a digital naira, you understand, no longer the paper naira, because they've inflated the economy. Like the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian banks are the ones causing this high rate of inflation on Nigerian currency and the Nigerian economy too. I have my reasons. I'll tell you that on another video. But due to the fact that we the people have lost control of these financial institutions, that is why I'm calling for close down the Central Bank of Nigeria or restructure the Central Bank of Nigeria. I will tell you we can do number two if we are really serious and willing to make this change. Now, when you look at situations like this, Nigeria is a crude oil based economy. We only make sales, we make our sales from crude oil, you know, and now price of crude oil is very low, very cheap, and now we are begging people to buy oil because there's been too much oil being pumped into the market due to the oil war between the Russians and the Saudi Arabians. So now with the OPEC communities and the rest of it, so now they're increasing production, but there is less people to buy that crude oil. So due to the fact that Nigeria is crude oil runs the crude oil based economy, so we've failed to diversify. For over 64 years we've been selling crude oil, or for more than that. We failed to diversify, and they can't feed like Dino says, they can't feed Nigerian citizens for 2 weeks, despite selling crude oil for 64 years or more, depending on what measure you put, if you content from the pre-colonial eras or after the independence, depending on what measures you use. So, but I just want to tell us this. It is a very, very troubling situation in the Nigerian banking sector. There is a big trouble. They might all pretend just to make sure everything looks good. There will be massive layoffs. I'm telling you, forget about whatever CBN is doing. Whatever CBN is doing, are they going to pay those people? Maybe they'll have to use a click of their mouse on the computer and click and generate digital naira, and pay those people. But that is still causing inflation. That is not real money. Now, are they going to print more bank paper notes, naira paper notes? You print it more, you still kill the economy. Because the problem is with the political class. The CBN has been politicized. We've lost control of the CBN. It is now in the hands of the political cabals, depending on how you take it. But now, due to the fact that Nigeria is a crude oil-based economy, now we are spending more money that we do not have, that we do not earn from the crude oil sales, while so due to the fact that we're spending more money that we do not have, that we do not generate, that we do not earn in terms of earned income, you know, because there are three types of income: portfolio income, earned income, and passive income, depending on which one you use. So due to the fact there's no earned income, there's no sales from the crude oil, whatever we have in our reserves has been drained down, and the government, instead of the government to make sweet changes to cost of governance and, you know, cut their costs according to their size, but they still keep borrowing money, spending money they do not have, which is now leading us to a death trap by which we'll now have to mortgage the future of our born citizens to be able to maintain our current standard of living or governance, you know. So, but we really have to do something. I would advise you, if you have 50,000 naira in your account, to go and withdraw 20,000 or 30,000 and keep in your house. I will advise you, if you have 1 million, make sure you have up to 300,000 naira somewhere stashed in cash, because cash will be king. They are trying to move to a digital economy, digital naira, which will really weaken the economy and kill the economy, because that is not real money. Real money is what value you have, your capacity, your production capacity. So that is what I call real money. But the paper money, the paper naira, the digital naira is not real money. Don't get fooled by that. So if you have money in you, instead of you to leave all your money in your account, to go and withdraw half of it and keep some, stash it up somewhere. That is my advice to people. You might not like it. You might not take my word for it. I'm just a random guy, random Igbo guy, you know, because people don't believe the Igbos when we make our postulations, when we tell you how things are. You all didn't believe us, and we spoke about against electing Buhari. You all refused. You all didn't take our advice, but now look at, we all are suffering it. It's fine, but I'm just trying to tell you one thing. It's not about APC or PDP. They are all the same thing. It's all about us, we the people, we taking charge and trying to see how best we can revitalize the economy, take back the institution back into our own hands and make real big change. Change starts from me and you. Whatever we're willing to do, let us do it diligently and be law-abiding. You know, that is very important. So, but I'll just cut this short here. I'll see you once again. Thank you for listening to Onigbo Report. Have a wonderful one.